Boruto TBV Ch Chapter 7 might be the first time we actually get to see Boruto vs Mitsuki go out in a full fight after being teased in anime and manga several times. It was genuinely annoying, honestly. But what more should we expect from this chapter? In this video I'll go over my predictions, and don't forget to tell me yours in the comments below, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also watch the video to the end and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I make weekly Boruto videos now. Now, my first prediction is kind of obvious. It's Boruto vs Mitsuki. At the end of chapter 6, Mitsuki was blasting towards Boruto, and the line, "I'm gonna have to get a little rough with you, Mitsuki," got us so excited because we know that Boruto's improved so much as seen in the battle against Limitless Code and the Shinjus. Now, what new technique is he going to use against Mitsuki? Will he finally use his karma, and will Mitsuki be able to get close to Boruto in terms of power? Well, my answer to those questions are no. I don't think he will use karma against Mitsuki. I don't think Mitsuki is a big threat to Boruto, bigger than the Shinjus who he refused to use his karma against. It won't make any sense. Plus, Mitsuki uses natural energy, which can be absorbed by karma. It won't make sense as well. Will Mitsuki be able to compete with Boruto? Maybe. The potential for Mitsuki Sage Mode is still unknown. Plus, with Orochimaru behind it, I will be more interesting to see how far he can take it, because Orochimaru is just genius, we all know this, and he likes to push the limits of power, so I'm really interested to see this. Now, if I had to place a bet on this fight, I'll go with Boruto obviously, because he's shown what he can do, but I won't take Mitsuki out of this at all. But if you recall that Mitsuki placed a snake onto Boruto, and he can get the same treatment as Kawaki. That snake could have been used as a snake to keep track of Boruto, but there's a chance that this snake can be poisonous. And we still don't know what he did to Kawaki, but we assume it's poison, so the same goes to Boruto. Listen, I don't want it to be poison. It could be a really cheap way for Boruto vs Mitsuki to happen, but I just want to make sure I cover all possible grounds in my prediction, so I can say I was right. I was right. Now, I was watching a Barabi video, his chapter 6 review, and he talked about Mitsuki having low frequency hearing, which I actually didn't know, I couldn't remember. He talked about the potential of Mitsuki hearing Kawaki's and Aida conversation about Naruto being alive and the Shinju. So I just want to know your thoughts on that, because I find it really interesting. It was really nice to get that now, because Mitsuki could be chasing Boruto to actually confront him to find out the truth. Now, my second prediction, it's either Sarada, Sumire, or Sarada and Sumire interrupt the battle against Mitsuki and Boruto. Now, if this happens within the first 5 pages of the fight, I'm gonna actually slap the fuck out of Sarada, because she keeps interrupting our battles, like first the Kawaki versus Boruto in the Omni-Mode in the Prophecy arc. That was annoying. I want to see that fight more. Now, if she interrupts this, I'll be genuinely pissed at her. Sit the fuck down and watch. I won't be surprised because she's worried about Boruto, but it depends on the distance that Boruto's travel. It was stated that Ino's mind reading ability goes up to 100 kilometers, so I'm not saying Boruto traveled 100 kilometers within a few seconds, but maybe 50. It would be really cool for Sarada to travel that fast as well, because that's actually really fast. She's keeping up with Mitsuki's Sage Mode. Now, and she doesn't have all of that kind of ability, but it'll be really interesting. Now, I had this dream, when your parents said I did something fucked up. I saw Nue in the Boruto time skip. He was chasing Boruto. I can't remember what else was the scenario, but I know I saw Nue in the chapter, and maybe it'll be really nice to see Sumire use him and see him back. Plus, I want to see Ichimoto draw him. It'll be really nice, and it would be sick. If they can do that, bring Nue and she can control Nue, it would be really nice. Okay, now let's talk about this. What are the chances of us not getting a Mitsuki fight at all and just get something real in Shinji? I think it's very low, but not absolute zero, because it was set up for the Mitsuki fight to happen with the last panel, so it will be really anticlimactic. It'll be really interesting to see how this chapter plays out, and for the cover I think it's going to be Mitsuki, because he's going to be the main focus of this chapter if my predictions are correct. With that being said, it's your boy Juby, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!